So we up early in the morning, and my sewing machine took a shit last night, and it just stopped working. Stitches started looking crazy. So we off to the sewing machine doctor, an OG that's been doing it for years and years and years. He gonna get me right. So come with me on this journey, y'all. Gotta travel to another county. We on our way. Let's get it. The power of editing. I got my machine back. We way out in the country, y'all. We way out in the country. Y'all see, this ain't nothing but country. This is where you gotta go to get quality work. So we back in the hoopty, getting ready to ride. 20 minutes and $90 later. He only charged me 80, but I gave him 90. It paid to know those old school sewing machine mechanics because they get you right. Yeah. I gotta slow down. I've been rocking with this man. I've been rocking with this man since like 2007. He always get me right, even though I don't gotta go to him about once every year and a half, 2 years. I just go get a tune-up. I told him I wanted it, whenever he finished it. I said, but I got some work to do. He was like, man, I'll get you together real quick. I wanted to give me a waffle from Waffle House that came back. It was already done. He called me and said, come get it. You told me you needed it, so I got you done. So, old school, man. And every time I leave, he always tell me, save your money. Save your money. My dad did it for 50 years, and he didn't save his money, so I want you to save your money. So, that's my advice to everybody out there. Save your money. Coming from an old schooler. All right, man. Let's get these seats started, and let's go ahead and sew something up real quick, and then I'm going to the shop. So I'm in the studio, designing seats, freestyling as I always do. Got this little knucklehead out. Get out the way. Move. Disturbing my groove. Move. In the studio, y'all see me. I'm just coming up with a concept. You see how the design of this seat, I'm changing all that shit. You see all the original stitch pattern? All that will be getting changed. All that will be getting changed. I will take this damn hair rust out and put another one in there. Cut this bitch. Let me see something else. I better cut that hair rust down and make a whole nother one. I think it's foam all in there, so I can chop that bitch down and make a whole nother hair rust. Make that bitch stop right here. And that'd be dope if I cut it like that. We'll see what's up under there. I might cut it down. But yeah, I'm in the home studio, workshop. As you can see, it's shit everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. But yeah, put some work in tonight before I Netflix and chill. That's how I get more shit done in every shop on America. Because I'm always working. Let me finish this design before I forget it. And I'm going to chop this seat up. Trust the process, y'all. Trust it. Alright. So then we got the pattern down. It's not stretched down here tight. It's just sitting on top of it, so it's not even. It's just sitting on top of this motherfucker. I can pull this bitch off. So I'm just got it sitting on here right now. And you see how I changed the whole pattern? This whole thing. So I still got the chalk on there. So I'm just. Let me wipe some of this chalk off so you can see what it look like about this chalk line. Because the chalk line usually throws your eye off. Alright. You really can't get the full effect. Let me see if I back up some. Get the full effect until I stretch it because I hate that little bubble. You see that little bubble right there? That's going to disappear when I stretch this bitch on here. But yeah, it looks kind of orange on here too. It don't even look red. I don't know if I got a filter on here or something. I don't know what it is. But then I got, see, here's the bottom. And there's the other top I made. See, this the other bottom, the middle. So I'll start from a chalk line, y'all. Chalk line, cut some pieces, sew that shit together. Add some more chalk lines as I go, and then just put it together and see what it comes out to at the end. But as you remember, this seat right here, this had the line that goes down the edge of the seat, but I changed this so when I strap it on, this actual piece right here is going to fold over to the side of the seat. So it's going to look nice when I finish it. Stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and put the other one together. So I have both tops done, and then I'm going to transfer that same pattern onto the back seat and go ahead and get the back seat pieces cut out. And then I have a whole interior in 2 days. Well, it's the seats, because my sewing machine was down. So that got me a little bit of time off. That way it gave me an excuse to stop stitching. But let me go ahead and try to get this other one sewed up. This is what my patterns look like before I sew them. The whole jigsaw puzzle. I know a lot of people don't glue their patterns down to the foam. Certain situations I don't, but in most situations I do. So I just unroll the foam. I cut all my pieces. I unroll the foam all the way out on the floor or on the table, wherever it's at. Spray it with glue. Turn all the pieces on the back side. Spray them all with glue. Let them tack and stick them. Then at the end, I just cut them all out and have a whole pile of patterns. And I can remember, I got a photographic memory. I know how everything goes back together. So then I sew everything back together as I took it apart. And then I go from there. So this is how I do it. I make my patterns, glue it to the foam. This is a 1/4 inch right here. Usually I use 1/4 inches for the sides of the seat, not the middle. The middle of the seat I use a 1/2 inch. If I have to make some depth, I have to have an intricate stitch. You want to show your stitch pattern, use 1/2 inch. If you want to just something to make a factory seat cover, use a 1/4 inch. Basically with just pleats, just straight lines that go across or something like that. You just use the 1/4 inch. But if you're doing designs and stuff, use 1/2 inch. But 1/2 inch is harder to do a flat seam or a double seam or a French seam, whatever you want to call it, top stitch. It's harder to do on a 1/2 inch. So you try to use 1/4 inch to do a top stitch. Well, that's what I do. So do it how you like to do it. Whatever works for you, this is how I like to do it. So there you have it. The pieces cut up. The sides. 2 sides. I usually get these mixed up, but I marked them for the front. 2 sides. Two side tops. There goes the middle. This one go here. This one go here. Like that. You got the back. That's the back. And then you got these. These go in the back corners. Like this one go right here. Like that. And this one going, you know, the opposite go on that side. Whatever. But you know how, that's how I fit my pieces together. So let me get to it. So once again, I got these raggedy ass seats on my African zebra floor. Y'all see how I got me working. It's too damn cold to go to that shop, so I'm at the house. So I'm using all usable space. Get your ass out the way. So this is one of the back seats, bottoms. And that's the pattern I cut up. You can vaguely see the ink pen drawing because I couldn't find my chalk at the time. So I'm gonna make this back seat look just like that. That back, the bottom part of the front seat. So That's the last steps for this one. Now this one, I make doubles of this, and then I go ahead and draw my pattern on the top part of the back seat. And then I cut the patterns out. So I'll be up pretty much another about 2 or 3 hours. I had this back seat done. And then when we get through this ice storm, I'll take that shit to the shop. Carpet will be in tomorrow. So only thing left now is the panels and the headliner. There'll be another car under the books. So until then, I holla.
Them ain't diamonds, them squares.